got the topics. He sent them to me.
All right.
Oh, we're already going?
I don't know if it's probably a good thing.
Okay.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another Three Players and a Birdie podcast. Cody, take me serious. Come on, we gotta get. I gotta get in serious crew with.
We are serious. We got.
I know.
We got contacted by an outside source. We're pretty serious now.
We did. But Three Players and a Birdie, welcome back, everybody. Thank you for tuning in, listening. It's been a while. The last title of the last video was called "We're Back." Obviously, we're not back.
Yeah.
We're still trying to figure things out. But we have Tristan back. He's been in a podcast. I think episode 86 or 87, I believe.
Is this your second or third time?
This will be my second.
Roughly 5 months ago was the last one that he was on. So, we're gonna talk a little bit of golf. Obviously, per usual, bullshit around.
Yeah. A lot different golf for this guy in 5 months. It's changed a lot. I'm excited to talk to him about it.
Yep.
Glad to have you back, though, man. Glad to have you back.
Thanks.
Of course, yeah. It's been quite some time. We've had a couple tournaments go by. We don't really need to talk about those too much.
No.
We can jump into Tristan real quick, and then we'll get on our topics that we usually do and have his opinion join in. So Tristan, 5 months ago, you knew about golf. You had golfed a couple times. You didn't really have the bug, were you per se, right? You didn't have the bug, and now you do.
Golf always interested me.
Okay.
But
now you got the
people to play with were limited.
Ah, okay.
So that was a big thing.
Which we talked about last time.
Yep.
You said there was only a couple dudes out there.
I live so far from my other friends.
Yep.
I have one friend out here, but then, I've been golfing with Troy twice already.
Yeah.
Twice in 1 weekend, actually.
Perfect.
So we did 2 18s.
Yeah. Fox Hills, and where was the other one?
Just Macy Day. So Westland.
Oh, yeah. Okay, perfect.
So.
Nice.
But yeah, just being able to get out there with people is what kind of helped me. I actually golfed once by myself. It was very nerve-wracking for me.
How was that? Oh, this is great. How was that?
Do you like golfing by yourself?
It was scary. It's intimidating because this is my first full year.
Of course, yeah, year one.
I actually re-gripped my clubs, which are very old, but who cares?
That's fine. Doesn't matter.
I actually saw Nick's video, re-gripped them.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Did all
Love to
13
hear
clubs
that.
myself.
Nice.
Love to hear that.
That's cool.
But,
that's cool.
It's easy, isn't it?
It was. It took me 2 hours.
It's just time. It's time consuming.
It took me 2 hours, but I love it.
Yeah.
I don't feel my grips were old, so I could feel
so you could tell
cuts on them and stuff. Yeah. I didn't like it.
Yeah. How much are grips? Like $20?
It depends.
I paid $12 per grip.
$12?
Yeah.
Oh, per grip. Okay, that's not bad.
But
yeah, that's not
and then
bad
I got a super stroke for the putter.
Oh, he went straight to the fucking baller shit.
Yeah.
I feel you, dude. I feel you. That's cool.
I had to.
It makes a difference.
Yeah, it does.
For some people. For some people.
I will say, my first time out this year, it was a little rough.
Yeah.
Because I just noticed things easily, with my equipment, even with bowling.
Yeah.
I had to get my grips redone because one of them had a little cut in it, and I could always feel it.
And it
so
would
instead of
irritate
thinking about bowling,
right, you're thinking about that. Yeah.
The little nick in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, just changing the grips definitely allowed me just to focus
more on golf, which is the hardest part, the mental part.
I mean, golfing by myself.
Okay.
I was very scared because I know they partner you when you're by yourself.
Of course.
Usually, yeah, for the most part. It depends where you're at, but for the most part,
it was at the Macy Day.
Yeah.
But
did you get paired with someone?
I got paired with 2 people.
Oh,
I really got one dude was a ranger for them.
Okay, so older.
And then one dude was a league golfer there.
Okay.
So
he's a house golfer.
Yeah. That's his home. That's his home course.
That's his place.
That dude's a stick. He knows that place.
Yeah.
But they were very patient with me.
Okay.
Because I was like, listen, this is my first year.
Right.
I'm actually putting myself into this.
Yep.
It's good that you get. It's actually a good thing though, because honestly, the more people that you get to play with, it makes you a better golfer because you get rid of those nerves. The more the variety, being in front of different people. You're scared as fuck at first, but man, you kind of start to shake it off a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, you'll still have them, but they're not there.
It's just a lot less. Yeah.
They're easier to control.
Oh, I was nervous.
Oh, I bet.
Tee,
yeah.
Oh my god, I'm so bad with my driver still.
Of course.
And I shanked it 250 yards, and it went far right. Like, I'm talking...
That's fine.
It was
It
not
happens.
even on the next fairway.
Yeah.
It was past that fairway.
We've all seen that.
So,
It's going to happen in golf. And the nerves on the first tee, you know, they suck. But once you get off that first tee, you settled in okay? Like, after that?
I actually shot my best round.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, there we go.
Yeah. So,
okay. Best 9 holes?
Best
So
of
you
9.
like that
Yeah.
shit, dude. You like that feeling uncomfortable.
So, yeah,
over the golf ball. Like
he
that.
maximized
I settled
it.
in because they were like,
Yeah.
you're messing
Relax.
they were like, you're messing with us. Like, one of them was like, there's no way this is your first year.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, after you got that first
Good.
tee shot out of the way, they were
This-
like, this dude's a fucking
The second
pro.
hole is a 130.
Okay. So, nice little pitching wedge or 9-iron or
I
something.
used,
Or
I
whatever
think
iron
it
you
was
would like to
150.
use.
It's
Okay.
a 150.
Okay.
And I used an 8.
Yep.
And I put it like within 3 foot of the hole.
Fucking A.
Okay.
And they were like,
All right. There you go, then.
you're joking with me.
You were jazzed up after that.
I
too.
was.
Yeah.
That
The
shot.
next one I quadrupled.
Yeah, hey, that's how it goes.
Mhm.
But after that, I settled down. I parred. I had a couple bogeys.
Okay.
If you make a birdie, the next tee shot, you're losing that golf ball
Yeah, that's pretty much the rule.
for the most part.
That's
Yeah.
what happened my first birdie.
Yeah. Every
I
time.
sent it.
Every time. So yeah, you're gonna donate that ball. Good. So what was your lowest round? Like a 55, a 52,
50 even.
50.
Damn, son.
Okay,
So
that's great,
I know it's like you want to aim really low because
dude. 50
Yeah,
for
but
your
50,
first year is
yeah.
great. Seriously,
So-
it really is.
Outstanding.
Yeah.
that was pretty awesome for me.
That's what you go. That should be like your baseline for the year. Like, all right, I want to try and shoot 50 every night, if you can.
I'm aiming right now. I would say the biggest thing as a first year golfer mentally is not to get mad at myself, which that's why I got this hat. It says just
Yeah.
for fun.
Yep.
That's all I'm doing this for.
Yeah.
It's for fun
Yep.
to get outside, and then not to lose golf balls.
Okay, try
Because-
and keep it in play.
I'd rather play the smarter play
Right.
than to try to heave it
Yep.
and try to be like,
A hero.
yeah, you guys probably have a way better shot than me. So if I'm out here trying to imitate you, I'm going to throw it far right every time.
Trust me, he's watched me do that for
Every time.
in the
Everyone
beginning.
has
Yeah.
their own game, and they have to stick to that. You know what I mean? Like, it's like if I were to go out and golf with like a scratch golfer, and I see them hit a certain shot, and it's like ends up being a perfect shot, and then it changes my mind completely because now I try to replicate them, and like even I try to do it is what I'm saying. So it's like
Yeah,
it
all
happens
of us
to
do.
all of us.
All
so
of
like
us.
you have to just stick to your game.
It's
like if
so
that's
difficult.
if that's your game, like you got to hit a little 110-yard shot to this spot just to leave you 115 into the green or something. You do it because you might have a better
Yeah.
a shot at par that way, and then like that's part of the game of golf too, is like working your way around the golf course like that, strategically getting your way around and finding the right spots to be and miss and stuff like that. Like it's a complete mental game. It's like everything is
It's a
as
big
much as
strategy.
it's physical, but
yeah.
I'd say it's like 70% mental and
Oh,
30% physical almost. Like
Well,
a good swing is good, but
Nick sees when we're in leagues and I leave it short and I have to just lay up like the creek hole on number 3 in Gateway. I had to lay up short, but then guess what? I put it on the green, within 8 feet.
mhm.
When most people might have went for that 180 yards out. But I'm just like, you know what? I'll just leave my shelf a little short. And I'm not a hero. I'm not trying to land it 180 yards. I might not get there. So I laid up, hit the next shot,
Mhm.
put it on the green, no problem, save par.
Yep.
Did it a different way, but that's how I have to work the course because that's just how it works for me.
Yeah, par fives are like a perfect example of that.
Yeah.
That's like the main thing. Is like because some people
Definitely.
can try and go for that green in 2,
Yeah.
whereas others would rather put themselves, hit their third shot to about 100 yards and
Yeah,
leave than
that's
that.
what
if
I
they
did.
can. Or even a little farther out. Even if you're like 150, even dude,
Yep.
like you still are gonna probably feel more comfortable at that than trying to go at the green with a 3-wood or something crazy and
Right, from
spray it left
250.
to right. Like I mean,
I'm waiting for them to clear.
whereas somebody like might be able to do that, but like
It's a rare
just-
chance.
It's very rare. It's hard to do,
Yeah,
and like
it is.
a person who's gonna try and hit that shot usually is able to get up and down because they're so good with their short game too.
Yeah.
So they can, that's their miss hit is like I'm gonna play to this.
Right. They're
you know,
playing
this
the yardage
rough on
at
the
that
green, on the
point.
green side, or this bunker over there on the green side because like they know they can get out, and then maybe probably make par. So it's like just playing to the right spots, on
Yeah.
a golf course is
Like-
very key and it's very crucial.
Even with your drive, which you'll see over time, as you tighten up that slice to a fade, you'll see that, okay, I want to play my drive out to the left. Like, I want to start it at this tree on the left. As opposed to, when you first start golf, you might be like, all right, just hit it down the middle, aim down the middle, hit down the middle.
I heard that's bad to think that way.
And I don't know if it's necessarily bad or good, but it's definitely not smart if your shot isn't straight, which no one's shot is straight.
Exactly.
So you have to play your shot, like Nick's saying. Nick knows that where he even places the ball on the club is a little off to the toe. Like, that's a strategy.
Yep.
That's not a normal thing. Most people put it in the middle. So the strategy starts from your alignment, I guess you would say, right? That's probably the start of your strategy is, okay, what shot shape do I want?
From the tee box, I guess.
Yeah, or where you place the ball.
As soon as you step foot on that tee box and you look, like, I always aim, like, I start on the left side of the tee box most of the time because I'm trying to play a right to left shot. And I know, for the most part, my miss is probably going to be a pull left, so I'll aim a little bit farther on certain holes right, because if I do pull it left, it's still going to probably be just in the left rough or something, or maybe left side of the fairway. There's, like, things like that.
Sounds
and then,
like me.
So it's just like, play to your shot,
For sure.
play, and everything, you'll start lowering your score that way, and then you'll start hitting better shots, and then you'll start progressively getting a little better. Like, your wedges will be better. You'll start peering the ball off the tee a little bit more.
Compressing the ball.
Focus a little bit more on tee shots rather than your iron shots,
Right.
because you're kind of hitting those a little better. It's like, everything will kind of start falling into place, I feel like, the more you just start.
Yeah. And another thing with strategy is, like, that's cool about golf is you're going to go in with the strategy and it might not work. And you have a couple options. You can try and ride that strategy and force it, or you can adjust. If you're pushing the ball every shot, your iron shots, you're just pushing it just a little bit right. Instead of going, okay, I got to, maybe use draw feet to kind of even it out, or, come from the inside more with my path, or do things like that. Just do the same shot, just aim a little bit more left. So even mid-game, your strategy might change than what it was at the beginning. You might start out, like he said, on the left side of the tee box, trying to play a draw, and it's not drawing for him. So by the middle of the round, he's in the middle of the tee box. You know what I mean? Things like that. So it's interesting how strategy changes, like, throughout the whole time you're playing golf. Even on the greens, you've putted and gone, holy shit, that was fast. All right, well, let me tune that down real quick.
Yeah.
I would say Fox Hills my first putt just went, and I barely hit it. I was like, all right. Okay.
Yeah, that's what we're dealing with.
Also, never change your swing up.
Yeah.
Because if you're really pushing the ball or slicing the ball, don't go try to change your swing. Like Cody was saying, just aim farther left and try to hit that same shot. You can't
It's
try.
smarter.
A lot of people try to, aim a little farther left, and then they change up their swing as they're doing it. And it's like, you just completely defeated the purpose of you aiming left. Because now you just change your swing, and now it's going to do something.
And next thing you know, you square it up, and then it goes left, and you're like, I thought it was supposed to fade.
Yeah.
Now it's
Trust
over
that
there.
swing that you're playing that day.
That's what I was told.
If it's a slice, play the slice. If it's a hook, play the hook.
Yep.
If you're only hitting the ball 130 yards off the tee, then just play that.
Exactly.
If it's an iron, play an iron off the tee.
Yep.
I've seen Cody play a 6-iron off the tee all day.
All
because
day.
he can hit it
All
straight
day.
and keep it in play.
Yeah.
And he saves strokes that way because he's not taking
strokes.
penalties, and he can hit 6-iron, 6-iron, 6-iron.
Yep.
And
it's
be
fine.
right there.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm not losing
or
the
6
ball.
Iron, 6-iron.
Yeah, it's in play, and it's getting better for me. I'm able to use different clubs now, but I had to use a 6-iron off the tee, and whatever, dude. I mean, it's not my favorite thing. Everyone always like, dude, a 6-iron, like, hit a driver, but
Be comfortable.
I need to do what I need to do.
Mm-hmm.
You're not me. If you want to pay for my golf, I'll hit whatever. I'll hit whatever
Golf
club.
balls as well.
I'll hit and give me golf balls.
As soon as I hit that drive,
Yeah, if you want to do that, I'll play whatever shot you want. But nah, I'm not. And I get intimidated, and people talk me into it all the time. Even when I try and stay strong on it and go, no, I'm at the 6-iron. I get talked into it all the time using different clubs. But in a perfect world, I wouldn't. Honestly, I would continue on with my strategy. But it's best to have a strategy, continue to go with it, manipulate it as you play the course, because the course will dictate the strategy. Really, I mean, your body will too with your shots, but mostly the course. And just like you said, try and have a fun time. Don't get angry. I've been angry. We've all been angry.
There's no point to be mad. Like
breaking clubs, man.
It doesn't help your next swing. I promise you that.
I'm not gonna lie. So the whole reason like I just started doing it is because I was listening to you guys. You guys were having fun. A lot more people are doing it.
Oh yeah.
And it's just like
all the homies.
A lot of people at work started doing it.
Yeah.
Like I actually did. I left work early to go golf on work time.
Yeah, that's perfect.
So it's like
he didn't mean that work. He doesn't actually mean that legally. No, I'm kidding.
No, legally they paid me to go work.
No, I'm kidding.
No,
But that's cool. That's awesome.
But that was like one of the things where it's like being able to golf, enjoy like Fox Hills.
Yeah, ridiculous.
Beautiful.
Ridiculous.
So
we have an outing there every year. It's
some
awesome.
of the water, like tee boxes right with water right in front of you, and then just clear.
Yeah, just beautiful holes. Yeah,
You know,
really beautiful.
all I think is, I'm doing this for fun.
Yep.
I want to get better. I
Yep.
want to score under 100.
Of course.
That's the goal right now.
Under 100.
Don't lose balls. Have fun. Under 100.
Alright, I like it. Yeah, that's an easy strategy. The under 100 one, I'll tell you what, if you don't lose balls, that under 100 is going to come a lot quicker.
Oh, yeah.
A lot quicker. You know, whether that means you're hitting 3-wood off tee to keep it in play or an iron, or, you know, like he said, you're not going for the green at 200. You're just hitting a 8-iron 150 and going, all right, I can hit a 50-yard shot after, as opposed to trying to do a 200-yard shot and see ya. I guess I'll drop up there right by the green. Yeah. So that's cool though, and I'm glad that you've gotten into golf like this summer because we have the Olympics coming up, and you're starting to watch golf now.
Yep.
So you picked
I've
a
been on it
perfect
for
year.
like the past 6 weekends. I've been watching.
Watching.
Yeah.
And obviously you see how dominant Scotty Scheffler is.
He's actually the reason I think the way I think, because he's the most, to put it in a football term, a quarterback who can manage game clock and time.
Yeah.
So like they said Tom Brady.
Of course.
A
Yeah,
great
the game
example.
managers.
He can manage the game.
Yep. The whole thing.
So a lot of comparisons are he manages the course. Like he knows he can do something.
Oh yeah.
But if he can save himself an easier hit, he plays back.
Oh yeah. He's so smart.
Yeah.
And his wedge play, his short game's ridiculous.
And he knows he can do it, so he plays
that helps.
to that advantage.
Yeah, knowing you can do something
But
definitely helps.
But that's me thinking, I'm not gonna lie, right now I feel really confident with irons and pitching wedge.
Alright, everybody has their club.
So, like, I was using my Foreman's 58.
Yep, we were just talking about that upstairs, yeah.
I'd be 60 yards out.
Yeah.
And I just hit that. And
it was perfect.
dropped like 5 feet from the pin.
Alright.
And I was just like...
That's the full swing too with that?
Yeah.
So it's
full
about 60
swing with
yards?
The 58.
No.
Yep, 60
Perfect.
yards. That sounds about right.
Yeah, I love mine from about 75, 80.
Okay.
I love it. If
You
it's
have a 58?
75, no, I do have a 58.
Okay.
But if I have to hit like a full swing 58, it's about 75,
I
80
wouldn't say it
for
was
me
full
because
swing.
it's...
Because I would say this. I don't play... Tiger Woods says never swing at 100%.
Right.
So I swing... I try to think of... Well, he says 75. He says he doesn't count numbers or anything.
Yeah.
But I try to swing at what my 75% would be.
Okay.
You might be surprised too at how far back that actually is. If you have to take a video
Oh
of
man,
yourself,
it's wild.
and you say, "Okay, I feel like I'm only taking it back 3/4."
It's so funny.
When I tell myself that,
It's all the way
probably
back.
all the way back.
It's so funny.
It's wild.
Yeah.
But like even with like my speed and my turn,
Yep.
it doesn't feel like I'm trying to
Like you're
strike
trying
the
to-
ball.
okay.
It feels like I'm just letting the club.
You don't
do
look
its
like
thing.
Brian Hubbs out there. So
I mean,
that's
I haven't seen it.
That
Oh, you
dude's
haven't?
taking the grip
Bro.
off of his
Yeah,
glove.
he wants back surgery. That's
Oh.
basically every time he swings. You're like, dude.
He grips it tight for one.
Yeah.
It looks like as tight as he can get it.
It's
Like
so
knuckles
funny.
are turning white, dude. If you can see him, and he wears 2 gloves, so
It's
he's
great.
got the most grip,
Tommy
and he
two
just
gloves.
just smashes it.
Yeah.
I mean, he puts
Oh,
everything
yeah.
he owns into that golf ball. Like
Yeah.
I mean, and
It's fun to
takes
see.
off. It takes off.
It's so fun to see.
And he gets height. It impresses the fuck out of me because, dude, when we were at Carl's Golf Land a couple weeks ago, we were trying out different drivers, demoing them, and this dude takes a 9-degree loft driver. I have a 9-degree loft driver, and I'm hitting mine. I don't know. It's not that high, right?
Right.
It's probably
40 feet,
average,
60 feet.
maybe a little less than average in height. And then Brian takes his 9-degree loft driver, hits it, and it is soaring in the sky. And I was like, dude, you need like a 7.
Yeah, he needs something that'll just go
absurd.
straight.
It is way
even 9 degrees
a moonshot.
Isn't much, and it's just still.
Which makes me think like, dude, you're always for your tee shot supposed to be hitting up on the golf ball, right? Yeah. But irons you want to be hitting down on them and wedges.
Yeah.
So it makes me think that he has that really powerful baseball swing too, and he's really actually getting up on it, which is why he comes across the golf ball so much and slices it.
Okay.
But dude, he gets that thing up there.
Yeah. Oh, it takes off like a rocket.
I mean,
he hits it the closest to the pros that I know in terms of sound. If you just had your eyes closed and you listen to all of our friends hit a golf ball, his is the closest to the PGA Tour for sound-wise. It's insane.
I want to get his actual numbers.
Yeah,
Spin
I
rates,
should. Yeah.
Swing speed.
His spin rate's crazy.
Speed.
I saw it on my golf simulator. It was like 8,000.
But you have to.
But I want to get the actual data.
Yeah,
for sure. Yeah, it would be crazy. So
that is.
Yeah, Brian's a dog.
I feel that though, because like I have that baseball background too.
Right.
So.
Yeah, so when you want to smash it, you smash it.
I feel like because I did get told this when I was golfing with my foreman and a couple of coworkers. When I hit it, they're like, it sounds like you hit it so good. Yeah. And then it just goes so far, so high, and then it just shanked.
Yeah, it's just the path of your club. That's all that is. Yeah. That's the only thing. You're coming from out to in. Yep. That's what makes it do that. So if you fix that, dude, and you sound like you're square in the face, obviously.
I'm not going to lie, the driving range, when I get done with my session, I look at all my clubs. Yeah. The face, I can see where I'm hitting.
Of course.
Oh yeah, especially with those golf balls.
Is it mainly?
It lets you know.
It's center.
Center. Okay.
I'm pretty much close to center. I'm diving them up. My only issue is just
you're coming through open at impact for the most part, or closed.
Yeah.
I'm still. It sounds great coming off the tee.
Oh yeah.
But
don't look where it's going.
No. Turn around. It's like, oh, I hit it over there by that tree over there.
Yeah, it's probably in the hole. Honestly,
look.
Oh, that's funny.
If there's ever a shot tracer, you'll just put it automatically.
Yeah, just
out in the middle of the fairway.
I was gonna say, don't put the shot tracer.
That's funny. Well, we gotta get out and golf with you soon then, because I want to see how you're doing and how much you've enjoyed it. I want to see that pitching wedge. I did get to see you a little bit for my outing. I came over and watched you guys hit a wedge shot into the green. A couple of you guys sculled it across. I didn't get to see everyone though, but I know you guys were having a blast, and most of you are new to golf, so it was more of just like a
I would
fun
say
time.
So my dad actually golfed the most out of all of us.
Okay.
Obviously.
Yeah.
But only one of us have actually golfed more.
Okay.
Like consistently every year. So.
And which friend was that?
Dan.
Dan.
Yeah.
Okay. Dan was.
So Mackenzie and I really just been.
Oh, Mackenzie was the fourth. Okay. Yeah.
So Mackenzie and I have been just
getting
golfing a lot.
into it.
Him and I. Blind leading the blind out there.
Yeah, blind leading the blind.
He's like, hey, lay up on it.
Yeah. You're so fun. Well, that's good. I'm glad you've fallen in love. Do you have a golf ball that you like to play or anything? I know you said you use the cheap balls.
So, I'm not going to lie. Anytime I drive, I bought, Chaos brand or whatever. Yep. Just bought those because it's very cheap per ball.
Smart.
And especially the way I drive, I'm not guaranteeing I'm getting that ball back.
I get it.
So, well, starting off too, for sure. You don't.
My first
you're
3
be going
years.
Through golf balls, man. So why are you gonna pay for a top of the end?
I either bought the cheap ones or he was handing me any ones he found. The first 3 years I had golf, no matter what he found, he would toss it to me.
I mean, if I'm anywhere where I know I can use an iron confidently,
you're
using a Callaway super soft.
Okay, yeah. That's one I use. Yeah, nice.
I have used the TaylorMade M5s.
TP5s.
TP5s.
Those have the cool little designs all over them, right? Yeah.
I got those from a coworker.
Nice, cool.
Yeah. So
I actually I have one in my
from a coworker.
Yeah, I have one in my bag too. That's funny.
He lost it.
Yeah,
I'm just joking. He actually gave it to me.
That's cool. So, do you have any rounds booked for?
He told me to grab some tees out of his bag, but I seen the golf ball. I was like, I'm gonna take that TP5.
Exactly. Oh, do you use
just
wooden
one?
tees?
He won't know.
So, I have found out I do not like wooden tees for a driver.
Okay. You like plastic or martini?
What's the ones that like
martini?
The prong?
Yeah.
Or the martini. So martini is like a big old bowl. And then there's also the pronged ones.
I like the pronged.
You like the pronged
ones. You like the pronged ones.
So.
Damn, I was going to say I have a bag of martini teas for you.
The plastic ones, or the wood ones for driving, It just doesn't. I don't know what
It's
it
not
is.
your thing?
It doesn't.
Not your jam?
It doesn't seem like it sits right on it for me.
Okay.
And every time I hit with a wood tee,
I like
it
the pronged
breaks,
ones.
too.
Yeah, the wood ones always break. Yeah.
Like, I'm buying them consistently.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
ridiculous. So.
Yeah, the wood tees break very easily. I like the wood tees for par 3s.
Yep.
Like, once they break.
Anything iron wise, like I said, the one near the course near us.
Yep.
Hole 2. I know it's 150.
Right.
Put it in the ground.
Yeah, exactly. So do you use a tee on par 3s?
I do use a tee.
Okay, good.
And I keep it just enough. I keep it in there.
Yeah, some people are weird, man.
No, I was golfing with someone that did it. Like,
Yeah,
I was
some
confused.
people, like, they just toss the ball down and you're like, chill out, bro. you're not that good.
Yeah.
Even if you are a scratch golfer, put it on the
I
fucking
can't
tee.
do that shit.
That's crazy.
And I feel like when I tee it up, it doesn't even look like it's on the tee.
Dude, Shane Lowry did that to start on the first hole
like,
today.
Fuck that,
First
bro.
hole. He just tosses a ball on the ground and teed off with his 3-wood. I was like, what the fuck?
Now I've seen that.
I love when
The
they.
3-wood.
It's crazy.
I love when they smack the ground, put a little divot, and then set their ball on there. It's like a little tee.
Yeah.
And then they do that. Cool. I'm like, that's pretty fucking
that's cool.
baller.
Because then
and then
you're
they're
only
done and they just smack it back down.
Because then you're just hitting through grass, which is probably a lot easier to hit through than maybe a tee or something. But yeah, I don't know what the legal rules are to what you can tee with. You know what I mean? Like, what else, can you use a beer can?
No, no.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen people use beer cans, so like, you know what I mean? Like, so what's
you can't.
We're gonna
use
have to.
Shit.
We're gonna have to look
Martini teas, the little plastic teas we all use. You can't use that shit.
You can't?
No way. No.
All right, we're gonna have to look it up.
You can't. I know for a fact you can't.
I mean, I'm sure you can't, but I want to know what's the parameters. Is it like the tee head can't be more than like a half inch wide?
No, I think it just has to be wooden tees.
Oh, it has to be a
wooden
wood.
tee.
God damn, they have one standard.
It's
I
like
ain't going pro.
Like wooden tees. Like, no plastic. Like none of that shit.
None of that.
No.
Damn, that's so funny. I guess I never even thought about it. Wooden tees only. Okay. Is that what you had to use in tournaments when you played in high school?
Everybody did, but they weren't really too strict about it. Like regionals and stuff, maybe.
Okay.
Like they kind of cracked down on it, and maybe we're watching a little bit more. But for like normal matches and stuff like that, you know, no, not for the most part.
Did you have to wear pants when you golfed in high school?
No, but we had to make sure that they were like dress shorts if we were in shorts, like no cargos or any of that shit. You know, the shirt had to be tucked in, and then the pants had to be like dress pants if we were wearing them.
Of course. Okay. All right. Yeah, that's interesting. I never asked you that before.
They got us the shirt, but then we had to fucking buy the bottom half.
You had to match whatever the school, like, whether it be like gray,
that makes sense.
Tan, black.
Well, the shirt obviously always had to match, right? So that's why they bought us that. But then, like, some people would have, like, black jeans or whatever, tan.
Right.
Some people had white, which is stupid. I don't know why people wear white golf pants or
that's
shorts.
funny. Victor Hovland does it all the time.
That's stupid. You get one wear out of those things.
Ballsy move. Yeah. Ballsy
maybe
move.
two, because I'm staining
maybe
it.
two. Yeah, you're
For
right.
sure. It
Yeah,
ain't
I'm
lasting
staining it
with
for
me.
sure. Yeah,
I'm taking birdie juice, and it's probably going to spill all over me at some point.
You hope not.
Because you know we're making birdies in this group.
Well, we have our trip to the west side of the state. We didn't get to talk about that.
Yeah,
much.
that's a little late though. We can fly through it real quick.
Okay.
If you want.
Yeah, well, we golfed Clearbrook. We golfed. What were the other two?
Pigeon Creek.
And
then we golfed Forest Acres, which
Forest
is MSU's home track.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, that was great. I walked all three. I remember that. That's about the only thing.
Saved a bunch of money too.
Oh yeah, I did. I ended up saving like $80.
I'm doing that from now on. I think.
We'll see.
If it's nice,
We'll see.
If it's nice enough.
But dude, it's so great. I walked Taylor Meadows when I shot at that 40 the other day. I was walking that. It was great. What were you gonna say?
Do you think you?